Hello YouTube! What we are going to do today is we are going to print and cut. These are the snarky gift tags. And then what we're going to do is we're going to foil them for kind of a cool different little look. Shiny under the tree look. So, and then I've got a trick because normally you can only print and cut on light color paper. But this time we are going to print and cut on some dark paper. I've got a trick for you. So let's go show you what you need. Alright, so you're going to need some cardstock. Astrobyte is normally my favorite kind of paper. I'll put a link down to where you can get it on at Amazon, but I normally recommend going to Hobby Lobby and using the coupon and getting it half off. It's generally what I do. So I'm using this black Astrobyte paper. You can use this as some metallic shiny paper too. So you can use it as well. If you're using a dark paper or a pattern paper, I'd recommend using my little trick I'm fixing to show you. If you're using any of the light color paper, you don't need it. You're also, if you just want to foil, you're going to need some kind of laminator and a toner printer. The inkjets won't do this, unfortunately. So this is just a standard laminator I got off of Amazon. Nothing special. If you want to do the foiling with it, you're also going to need some foil. And then I've been using this little, I have no idea what it's actually even called. It's a little sheet that goes through the laminator, so you can put your stuff in here and then feed it through the laminator. I find that this makes it go through much quicker and, well, not much quicker, it goes through much smoother. If not, I find sometimes this gets really wrinkled and then I don't get as clean of a look. So this is why I like these. They're actually for the meat machine. Laminator, toner printer, won't work with inkjet. I'll say that a couple times just to make sure everybody gets it. So how print and cut works is we print it and it makes out these marks so the machine can read it and then cut it. This would be a standard print and cut on some shiny paper. And we would just go put this back on our mat and it would cut out our gift tags. But on black paper, obviously, it obviously can't read this black mark. And so what you're going to end up doing is I'm going to make these little white tags and we're just going to tag it on there so the machine can read it. Okay? So how I have done this is what I used was my little Xyron, little Creative Station. And what it does, and I use the repositional adhesive, it just puts ink, or it puts, so what it does is it puts adhesive on the back of whatever you put through here. And depending on the cartridge, it can put adhesive, it can double-sided adhesive, it can do all sorts of cool things. This is just a standard sheet of white copy paper. And we're just going to push it through. Alright, and you're going to rub. We're going to peel off. And so on our piece of paper, I like to make them roughly 1.5-ish by 1.5-ish. Now, you could be very technical and measure, but I just kind of wing it. That's one reason I like the repositional adhesive. If you get it done and then you're like, I don't think that looks close enough, you can move it around. And so you're going to peel it off and then just put it on the corners. Now I end up putting it on all 4 corners because I never seem to get it fed through the printer correctly. It always seems to print on the wrong corner. So that's just me being extra cautious. All right. And then you can just keep petting. This will work on pattern paper as well. So it's not just dark paper. Anything that, any paper, I didn't like where that one was. So you just peel it up. And put this one back down. Any paper that the machine's gonna have trouble pulling the mark off of, you can use this trick on. And also you could probably use some sticky tape, like stickers, some white sticker paper. If you had that on hand, if you didn't have a Xyron, if you just had that, that would probably work too. Just make sure it's thin enough. That's why I like the copy paper, because it's thin enough so when it goes through the machine, it's not gonna cause trouble. So we're going to go to the software and I'm going to show you how to set this up as a print and cut. Alright, so this is just your standard screen when you open up Silhouette Studio. This is the reveal. So let's put that on. And we're going to go from Automatic Cameo. We're going to click this. We're in the Page Setup button, or box. It's the first one up top. We're going to click Letter. And we're going to get our 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Now we're going to go over here, actually we're going to go down here, we're going to click Show Print Border and Show Cut Border. We're going to go to Page Setup over here, we're going to go to Registration Marks, and we're going to click On. These are our registration marks. We can't put anything outside of these marks or else it's not going to end well. The machine won't cut well and we'll have all sorts of issues. We're going to do File and Merge and we're going to bring in our SVG file. These are the food gift tags, and what we're going to do is we're going to right click and ungroup. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click this guy and we're going to come up here to Select by Color, Fill Color, and then we're going to group the black all together and we're going to hit Group. And what that does is that brings me all the black gift tags together. And then we're going to click all of this that you can't see, and these are all of my words. So we're going to right click and group. We're going to come up here to Fill Panel. We're going to make them black. We're going to go down to our Line Panel and make sure that our line is black as well. Okay, so those are our words here. Now this guy, these are our gift tags. We don't want them to print. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here to Fill and we're going to do No Fill, which makes them disappear. Then we're going to go over here to Line, and under Line Weight, we're going to make them 0. And over here, we're going to go to Color, and we're going to make them black. So they have no weight, but we can see them. They're not going to print, but we can see them now. So if you were going to do this on regular paper that you would be able to see it, that's what you want to do. Now we're going to come back over here and put them on top of each other, line them back up, and group all of them. We're going to down here to Transform, and I'm going to rotate them 90 degrees. And I'm going to make them bigger so they fill out my paper a little bit more. We just have to stay in the red box. So you can make them as big as you want to. And you just want your words inside your gift tag. Your gift tags are going to be what cuts. So you just want all of our words in there. And now you're good to go. What we're going to do is File and Print. And then you're going to make sure that you have a laser printer with toner in it. That's what you're going to need to work. And then you're going to click Print, and it's going to print for you. Alright, so when it prints, it looks something like this. So those are your marks, and then, yeah, you can't really see it. Like, I can sort of see it on the light. Y'all probably can't at all. But you're going to have your words on here. So I recommend with paper a really well-loved mat, because a really sticky mat and paper don't go at all together well. And then I'm going to tape mine down because it's not staying at all. So what you're going to want to do is line it up. Now, word of warning, caution. I've cut my Cricut mat to match my Silhouette mat. If you haven't done that, this is not going to work for you. So, I would recommend using a Silhouette mat if you haven't done that. The print and cut seems to actually work better on my Cricut mats than it does my Silhouette mats, probably because I use them almost exclusively because they're cheaper. You also are going to make sure you have lots of light wherever you are working so that the machine can read the marks. If it can't read the marks, you're going to get a registration fail. Alrighty, so we're going to go back over to the machine and we're going to send it. Alright, so we are going to send this. Now, I imported this as an SVG. So when I come over here to my send panel, they shouldn't be lit up. I don't know why they are. Alright, so normally for y'all, when you get here, it's gonna look like this. And what you're gonna wanna do is click your gift tags and hit cut. You don't want any of the words to get cut because you don't want them actually being cut out. You just want around it being cut out. And then I just hit cardstock plain, and I've just been using the standard settings that are in here. So speed of 4 and a force of 20, and then a speed of 3. Okay? And then we're gonna kit it through the machine. Alright, so in a moment of complete honesty, my print and cuts mess up too. I don't know if you can tell, but they're not, I don't know if you can tell, but yeah. And I don't always know why. Here's one set that's absolutely perfect, and here's another set that's not. I don't know. Print and cut is great, but it also has moments that you want to scream at it. I don't always know why, but in a moment of honesty, mine do it too. So don't feel bad. I do know that this is really late at night and it's dark in the basement. So I know it struggles with that. And if you put too much light on it, then it struggles too. So I do know I have better luck during the day when it's not so dark in my basement. All right. So any kind of foil will work for this. I don't have a preference. These are foils I got online. This is the same one you can get at Hobby Lobby. This is the Heidi Mink foil. Any of them work. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to take some and cut it out to about the same size as your card, as your gift tag. Put it over. And then I'm going to put it in my little, I don't know what this thing is called. Alright, so I have all my gift tags in here. And just make sure that they cover up all the writing that you can't see. And then make sure that your laminator is turned on and set to ready. Alright, so we are over at the laminator. High tech. We are going to feed it through. Highly exciting. Alright, so it's been through once. And what I like to do at this point is open them up and make sure they don't static cling to the top. And then I like to feed them through once without it. I find that I get a much better result that way. So just be careful and make sure they don't static clean themselves open or off their little, they don't static clean themselves off their paper. And then I just like to put them through once by themselves. Alright, so feed them through individually and then wait for them to cool. They have to be cool to the touch. And then you can peel them off. That's light rose. So there you go. Quite a wide variety. And you can get a lot of different looks from these. And then some of them tend to give better results than others. Like this one gives a really crisp result, and like this blue does. But like, where is it? The silvers always kind of seem to give me a little trouble. They seem to kind of look a little more rustic. This one's pretty cool. Anywho, you can get a lot of different looks with this and experiment and have quite a lot of fun and make something sparkly for under the tree. So I hope you liked our little video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.